What's going on, guys? Welcome to Hugo Builds. This is going to be the framing episode. It is a beautiful day today. Framers started yesterday. On day one, there was kind of a challenge already. As you can see, our sill plate is now in. The issue is that I guess on a typical house, the wall would be aligned to the outside of the foundation. So that's what the foundation guys did, is that they put all these anchor bolts which tie down the sill plate, which is essentially just the first piece of wood that goes on top of the foundation so that your walls can sit on top, or your floor. This sill plate is pretty important. What we ended up doing is that typically this is the same width as your wall, so just a regular 2x6. In our case, we went with a 2x8, so it's larger, so we're able to move that wall on this foundation plate, and then our zip system is gonna sit right on top of this. Before we get too far into this episode, here's a quick reminder of what the house looks like so you can kind of picture it for yourself. Day on site today. The guys are framing up all the knee walls up to the ground floor. As you can see, interesting little detail we did here is that we ran a strip of about 40 inches of vapor barrier, and that's going to be a continuous vapor barrier that catches the interior vapor barrier. It's going to go around the floor platform, wrap back around the underside of the next plate, and then connected to the upper vapor barrier. Because we're making this ecological green build, we're using the ZIP system with an insulated panel, so the ZIP R system with an R8, which is a 2-inch kind of sheathing product. You don't need TYVEK, so it's a pretty cool system, so that's going to be part of this video. And we're also going to make the house as airtight as we can. At some point we're going to get an air test, and that's going to give us kind of the air tightness so that we're not losing any heat or cooling in this house. The knee walls from the top of the foundation to the underside of the first floor are all done. So that's the floor on top of the garage, that's the main ground level, and then there's the sunken entrance. I think now that these are framed, we can kind of take a quick look and you'll better understand how the ground floor works. Back on site, I have the crew from YSB with me here. We were delayed by about a week because, as you know, we're trying to use the zip system for the sheathing. It's just been really difficult to get that stuff around here. So that was supposed to come in about 3 weeks ago. It's been delayed, and the guys can't stand the walls without the sheathing on there. You probably can, but it gets a lot more complicated to install those panels. So what we're gonna do is, wait a couple more days for that stuff to come in. The guys are back framing the walls there. We're gonna try to get it done after the fact, but in the meantime, all we can do is kind of wait. That's been the only kind of major delay with the framing. We've had gorgeous weather here in October, so it's really nice to get the guys back on site, back framing. They're putting up the first floor walls, and hopefully in the next couple of days, that zip system will show up. Want to say hi to the camera?
What up, camera? Hey, camera.
Over here is that he has all his plates lined up and he's marking all the point loads from the windows above. So as you can see, the red X's, that's your full height stud, your circle is your jack stud, and so he does the top and the bottom plate all together so that the layout all matches, and then all they have to do is kind of line those lines up, put the studs in, put some nails in, and then they can stand these walls. Is that right? That's right. About right?
2,000 years later.
The zip panels are finally here. This wasn't ideal for the timing of the build, but we had an opportunity to go to Spain, so we jumped on a plane and we left these guys alone for a couple of days. I'm just back from vacation. I was gone for a week. The guys kept working. The second floor platform is all up. They're working on the second floor walls right now. We are waiting on the trusses to get here, so we made a bunch of room on the front. Once the trusses are up, it's gonna make a huge difference. I'll run you guys through the inside of the house so you can kind of see how that looks. So coming into the main entrance, hard to see, but we have an entrance closet right here. We have a window above there, so there's gonna be a little ledge for plants and whatnot, and that'll bring light into the house. Then we walk up a couple of stairs here onto the main living level. As you come into the house, main entrance is right here. We have a long, narrow powder room that's right here. That's framed. In the corner there, we had a little bit of extra room, so we have a broom closet. We have a small study, a pantry, and then the mudroom to go inside. Everything is still braced down here. These will be removed. This is just for kind of stability while the second floor goes up, but I think now they're good to go. They're just going to remove these a bit later on. There's one thing that I didn't get to film, but there's a nice big steel beam that goes into the second floor platform here. We have the second floor resting kind of in an open area here. We didn't want to column, so we needed a steel beam all the way across. Well, that was a big moment. That was the last exterior wall going up on the second floor. The trusses are going in tomorrow. The guys are finishing up the interior walls currently on the second floor. So we're kind of really closing in on the framing. I think it's going to look a whole lot different with the trusses on. If you've enjoyed these videos, please, it really helps us if you hit this subscribe button down here. You can like this video, and you can also hit that bell to be notified every time we make a new video. Well, that will do it for part one of this framing episode. The whole house framing is going to be in two parts. So as you can tell, we have the trusses on, but that's going to be in the next video. So stay tuned for that. Till next time, peace.